So Monday this week, I met the Makerere University Vice Chancellor, Professor Nawangwe, and his team of lecturers under several faculties at the invitation of Mrs. Lorna Magara, who is the chairperson of the University Council, and Professor Vincent Andigbogu. This is a regular visitor to our country. He is the chairperson of the Institute for International Transformation. And so therefore, first I want to thank Lorna Magara for the educationist she is, because she was able to point out the link between the private sector work and universities and the urgent need to do research and to collaborate with businesses to develop an ability to commercialize findings, research findings, and turn them into opportunities for enterprises. Lorna, I think, had listened to me the previous day to Sunday service at the Covenant Nations Church, CNC. She listened to me, had me explaining the effort we are undertaking to raise $6 billion, USD $6 billion in the next 5 years, and the hurdles we are going through in the last 1 year that we've gone through to marshal the efforts of government and the private sector to see the same direction and agree on joint outcomes. Now, because of the low connection between universities and businesses, we have poor product development because of limited research. And therefore, we are leaving so much money as a country on the tables of foreign markets. We leave the money for the competition. For example, the US market is an $18 trillion market for consumer spending. All the total consumers in the US spend $18 trillion. And coffee alone, our product, we are able to sell $46 million with no marketing, no branding, nothing, $46 million. Yet that US coffee market is $7 billion. $7 billion, that market alone. New York City alone has more than 240 cafes from so many countries, a number of countries that produce coffee. But Uganda, which has all its strategic UN mission building, where almost all the countries gather just across the street, is not tapping into this market effectively. For fresh and dried fruits and plantain and bananas, we are only able to sell just $1.7 million on this huge market of the US, which is $22 billion. Overall, Uganda sells to the US not more than $180 million, and our next door neighbor, Kenya, does about $1 billion annually. South Korea, the country that sent us a professor to show us how South Korea moved from export of hair and potatoes and rice. In the last 60 years, they are now exporters of high value products, imaging machines. All of you know big South Korean companies like Samsung. South Korea, on this same market where we are selling only 180, they make US dollars 210 billion. Almost the entire GDP of East Africa annually. That's the sales of the competition. They take the money we leave on the table. So there are many reasons, ranging from long distance and logistics and lack of export finance, quality issues, lack of sustained marketing efforts. But I now know that research driven by universities to support the inventions of young enterprises is a key missing component in our exports, in our strategy to grow our economy. So why are universities not leading and scaling research that supports trade and entrepreneurs? The answer lies in our history. Business was traditionally left to one class of people, and I think I've talked about this in an earlier podcast. This one class of people, the Asian community, and Africans were socialized to produce primary products and not allowed to process them. So coffee, tea, cotton, tobacco was grown by Africans, but the processing was only for the Asian business community. This killed the business acumen and initiative. You know, the Baganda say, Okalyadda kadadda. The educated class, in other words, what you do today has consequences for tomorrow. The actions we are taking today to increase exports, you will begin to see the results a couple of years to come. But if we do nothing, we get nothing. Have a good weekend.
I'd like to hear from you. Please email us at info@tapmedia.com and visit our website at www.tapmedia.com. You can also visit our offices located at Tomosi Business Park, Luzira, Port Bell Road, or call 0414 220 702. Thank you.